All right, John Cruz here with Missile Baits, ICAST 2025, all the new stuff, all the cool stuff. You want to know what we got coming from Missile? We got a couple different things. Number one, the eye roll jig heads. That's right. It's the eye roll because it's got a 3D beautiful eye on it, and it's the roll because it's got this stainless steel welded ring on all the jig heads that goes to the line tie, and that thing allows a pivot point for when you tie onto the welded ring. It allows that pivot point to where that bait can roll, it could swim baits, minnows, any of that kind of stuff going to have better action with that no matter what pound test. You could put 6 pound, 10 pound, or 20 pound test, and your bait is going to have the same rolling, wobbling action because of that welded ring. That's the biggest part of the eye roll. The other part is it's got a double barb keeper system. Got this lead keeper and the wire keeper. Works great with any of the Elastec type minnows. You put those, put that minnow up over top of both of those, and it locks it down. Regular soft plastic minnows, get that on there. They're going to hold really, really well. Going to have 3 different hook sizes: 1/0, 3/0, and 5/0. So whatever minnow you've got that you want to put on a head, we've got you covered from a 3-inch minnow to an 8-inch minnow. Whatever size, we got you covered with the 3 different sizes in the eye roll. So that thing it's a premium, American-made, awesome jig head that's got you covered on any size minnow or swim bait that you want to put on there. That's the big deal from Missile. But also, we've got 2 minnows coming called the Freedom Flyers, a 4 1/4 and a 6-inch version. The 4 1/4 is just a smaller version. You can see the production one's going to have a slot in the belly. It's going to have unbelievable, amazing detail. But the big deal about the Freedom Flyers are these up pitch elevators on the rear of the bait. These up pitch elevators cause the front of the bait to try to lift forward. And what that does is it makes it roll super easy. It makes it roll super easy. So, I mean, you just kind of reel it on a jig head, and this minnow is going to really swim and wander around. And then that thing, as you shake it, it's going to kind of hop back and forth just like you want on a minnow to shake. So, Freedom Flyers, these are going to be coming a little bit later in the fall, September, October time frame for both of these. Going to come in a clam, so they're going to be absolutely perfect when you get them. And man, they're just going to have those bass flying into your live wells. But we got one more little tip for you, one more little trip. It's a bait that we introduced last year. This is the Hover Missile under the Koki ball. This is a 13 millimeter Koki ball from Hide Up. That thing, a lot of people, any of these dice baits, any of these fuzzy balls that people are looking to rig up, you want to know how to rig one up, you can put that thing right on one of the Hover Missiles, no matter what size. So this is a 16th ounce. It hides the weight, and then you got your little hole with the toothpick that locks that thing in there. So it's locked in there. It won't slide down the shank of the hook when you catch that fish. So that's a new little slick way to rig all these fuzzy dice or the Koki ball baits. Hover Missile right there, new little application. I think a lot of people are going to start fishing it that way. I know I'm going to start fishing it that way. Since I started talking about it here at ICAST, I have found one person that has been doing that with their fuzzy dice baits. So there it is. That's all the new stuff. That's all the cool stuff. I'm John Cruz, and you know where to go. That's right, Copperstate Tackle, baby.
Hey everyone, Alex Davis here, Shimano booth, ICAST 2025. Gonna look at everything new. Just bear with me. We're gonna get through everything. A lot of great products here. I'm gonna start at Noski. They go from anywhere from 500 all the way up to 5,000. Great new features they put in this reel. They put the anti-twist fin. You see it right there. It's a little black piece underneath. With a spinning reel, a lot of times that line will go up over top, and then you just think to yourself as an angler, I'm just gonna cast that out. Well, that's not the worst decision you'll ever make, because it's gonna come off in like 3 rolls. That anti-twist fin eliminates that line from going up over the spool, so it gives you a more pleasurable experience fishing. Has a 1-piece bail, and also has infinity drive on it. Infinity drive, what that is, it's gonna give you more, it's gonna have that smoother feel, more power under a heavy load. So when you're fighting a fish, you're not gonna feel like all of a sudden you've got more weight or more power on there, or you're undergunned. So that takes all that out. You have more power under a heavy load. Next is Sustain. They redid Sustain. We're gonna have 4 models in it, all the way up from a 2500 all the way to a 5000. The features they've done for this is what this is called is trickle down technology. So what they do is they take features from higher end reels, in this case Stella, which if you've ever used a Stella, you know it's the greatest spinning reel they've ever invented, ever made. You can't beat it, but what they've done, they've put infinity drive, infinity cross, infinity loop, Duracross drag, and the anti-twist fin like I talked about on the last one. Duracross drag, what you get with that is you get that smooth felt feel, but you have the durability of carbon. So anyone that's on spinning reels, if you fish for smallmouth or anything, when they get those fish get up there and they make those big lunges at the boat, you need that smooth drag so it's not herky-jerky, it's like smooth like butter. Infinity loop, what that does, it gets the formation of the line. So instead of having a little hump here and a hump here and then kind of dips down in the center, it's gonna be perfectly laid flat, and they do that with oscillation. So as you can see, the oscillation's not, it's real nice slow oscillation. It puts the line on the spool perfect. That's gonna help you on casting. It's gonna give you more distance, and also on your drag, because it's not humped up on the front or back, it's perfectly level. It's not gonna try to dig into the line. Great. To me, they've completely overhauled Sustain. It's an amazing reel at a really great price point. Next on the reel side, that's Exsence. This was one of my favorite reels I've ever used. They didn't have it in a 3000 size. Now they're gonna have, or a 2500. It only came in 3000. So now they have it in 2500. There's gonna be 3 different models. 2500 is obviously my favorite, especially being a bass guy. I like that. I love that handle. That's the handle I've always used. Once again, they've done the trickle down technology. So you're gonna have Xfinity loop, Xfinity drive, Xfinity cross, Duracross drag, and the anti-twist fin on it. This also has rapid fire drag. What you get with rapid fire drag is a normal drag system. Let's say you have a tight drag, you hook one, and then you wanna loosen the drag up. Normally you might have to go, I'm just gonna say for instance, you want to go a half a turn to loosen the drag. Rapid fire drag, you're getting quicker increments. So instead of having to do a half a turn, now you do a quarter turn. If you were doing a quarter turn, 1/8 turn. So you kind of get the idea there. I absolutely love this reel. It's a great looking reel. My favorite color is black, so anytime I can get a black reel, I just like it. Rod wise, there's a drone going over top of me. Right here is a Poison Ultima. We've had this rod for a few years. It has High Power X, Spiral X core. What they've done, they've got 3 casting models, 2 spinning models. Right here is the 7.4 medium light plus. Any kind of smallmouth guy, drop shot, if you like throwing drop shots. I like to throw like a wacky rig on this rod. Has a lot of power. You don't really realize how nice this rod is until you put it in your hands. It kind of blows you away. Casting, my favorite model is going to be the 7.4 medium heavy. It's kind of a do-it-all rod. You can throw small jigs, light Texas rigs, you can throw chatterbaits, whatever you want to do. It's an amazing, amazing rod for Poison Ultima. In X Pride, we have 2 new models. Both of them are the solid tip. So what solid tip is, the frenzy in fishing is shaking a minnow, pinging a minnow, whatever you want to call it. And with solid tip right here, as you can see, you get a lot of tip and then the rod shuts off. So you're getting the power that you want. This one right here, we have a 7.2 medium and a 7.4 medium plus. So you're gonna get either the medium or the medium plus backbone, but you have that solid tip. And what that does, it just helps roll the action. So you have a really soft tip. So when you're shaking the minnow, if you shake it up or you shake it to the side, you get that extra rolling action. But then when your fish actually gets the bait, it's gonna help him absorb it with the tip. And then when you set the hook, that's where you get the backbone. Lastly, we have Outlier. So Outlier is the new swim bait rod. There's gonna be 6 different models, from a 7.4 medium heavy all the way up to an 8-foot double extra heavy. So it doesn't matter what you want, from anywhere from a mag draft all the way to a Roman-made mother. There is a rod in here for you. You know, the soft swim baits on the jig head. There is a model for you. My favorite is the 7.4 medium heavy. I love throwing the mag draft and those 5-inch plastic baits. But if you're gonna get up into, you know, KGBs, the new Gravitator, whatever you want, we have a rod for you. Talking of new Gravitators here. This bait right here is going to come in 6 different colors. It's going to have, all of them have Arma Boost. So what that is, you'll see it when you go to cast, it does that right there. So what that does is it folds the bait up. That helps for longer casts. A lot of times with these bigger baits, when you go to cast it, they do the whirly woo, the death roll, kills your distance. This right here, when that thing folds over, when it hits the water and you start working it, it goes back. As you can see, every time I've tried to do it, it goes back to normal. It's going to come 6 different colors. Some models have the flash boost. I think you can see that in there. It just gives the fish a different look. When that thing's going back and forth, twitching it, it throws out flash, mimics a shad, mimics a bait fish. Some of them will have scale boost, certain models. And then some models are more of your opaque, your matte colors, so they're not gonna have the flash boost or the scale boost in them. One cool feature, when I pop that out, you see this little plastic insert here. So when that's inserted, this bait's gonna have a real wide glide to it. Cool thing about the Gravitator, when you take this out, all of a sudden now it's a choppy. You get that real choppy action. So it's almost like you get 2 glide baits in one. And that's what I like, because sometimes they want one, sometimes they want the other. This thing's real easy to put back in. It slips right back in that notch, and then you just push it right back forward. So it's really easy to come in and out. We have some new colors. New colors in Zumverno. Zumverno's a jerkbait, runs that 8 to 10 foot zone. And I love the new colors, smallmouth guys with the perch. That's absolutely amazing. Horned minnow, jalapeno. I like that chartreuse belly a lot of times, especially smallmouth spotted bass. It just makes them bite it. It just triggers them. Down in world minnow, we're gonna have 3 colors. We got the perch, or wintergreen shad, and then we'll also have it in jalapeno up here. Small Zumverno 95, we have the matte perch, and then Karadu 150. This reel right here, this is my baby. This is pretty much the only bait caster I throw. I throw the Karadu 200M. This is Karadu 150M. So it's the amazing Karadu 50 you're used to. They didn't change the size, the shape of it, anything like that. What they've done is they put an MGL spool 3 in it. It's a lighter spool. You're gonna get extra distance. It's a quicker startup inertia, so when you go to cast it, the way I describe it is like a sports car. It goes really, really fast, really, really quick. So it gets up to top speed, which is gonna give you more distance. I've tested this thing for about 5 months. Seems like you get that 5 to 7 yards extra distance. You don't really think about that a lot, but a lot of times you get further casts with less effort on the cast, or if they come up schooling, as anyone knows, schooling fish, or they'll make you absolutely insane because you seem like you never can get to them. So if you can cast an extra 20 feet, that's really, really matters. Tranks 300, that kind of goes with the whole Outlier Gravitator swim bait. Now we have Tranks 300. This has a core solid body. It has a SVS MD Tune braking system in here. It's an 8-pin, and it just helps it. You can easier set it up to me to be able to throw these bigger baits. A lot of times with these bigger baits, they're kind of hard to cast, especially on distance. But that reel with that SVS MD Tune braking system, I feel like I can get longer casts with the bigger baits. And I think that is all we have right now. We went through all the rods, all the baits, all the reels. There's something for absolutely every fisherman in here. So if you want any of these items, check them out and buy all you can, because they're amazing products and they last for a long, long time.
Hey guys, Bryan New here. I want to show you one of my new babies, the Spro Prop Frog. You know, when we think frog, we think, oh, I need a topwater that's weedless. I want a topwater that I can skip. And that's exactly what we've got here. There's never been a prop bait that was weedless. There's never been a prop bait that you can skip up under docks, up under overhanging trees. This is actually a bait that I've had the idea for probably about 15 years. I've actually had different models that I've personally handmade myself, with taking all of these different products that, you know, cutting this and gluing that and putting that there. And I've had a bunch of different models over the years. And now it's finally available here with Spro. We've got it absolutely perfect. The Spro Prop Frog, right there, that's what it is. We've got, I think, 13 colors, everything, you know, from your whites, your shads, even got that hot pink. I really like that around the spawn. And we've got our bluegill colors and black. I mean, anything you would need in a frog is available, the new Spro Prop Frog.